So alright guys, this is the first episode of us developing a game, right? So basically this game is gonna be a farming game. So we're gonna start with this. We're gonna turn it into a lot more. So you have this tree here, right? And I need to have a kind of like a mini forest. But see, the thing is, guys, what I'm trying to have here is have the player be able to make their own fields and grow their own crops, but they have to like go through stages. So they go through doing it by hand with a whole I can't, let me turn down my camera speed. Amazing this best modeling skills. Okay. Okay, so about the how that it's horrible. The point is, right, guys? So the players are gonna be able to create their own fields, and then they'll plant and all that by hand, and then they go to tractors and stuff like that. So that is our goal. So what I basically need to do is, I need to go into my foliage, and I've already created a tree actor, right? So I need to set all this up. So the radius of the density needs to be a little bigger, but let's just test. Oh yeah, that's my fault because we're adding all of that. We don't want to do that, but that does look pretty cool. You have like little variation, but we don't want that. So we just want the trees to plant, right? But we need to have them a lot, more. Have them a little, a tiny, okay? I think that'd be more. I think that's spreading them further apart. Again, I haven't used this that much. Okay, so yeah, 0 is my frames. So yeah, this is another thing that we want to be cautious of, because when doing all this, right, when you need to, you can't have that much foliage, otherwise your frames will be horrible. That is a tip to any fellow developers out there watching this video. If you're new to UE4 or something, just the more things you have in your scene, the more lag the less frames you're gonna get. So I'm just planting a couple of trees here and there. I don't want a lot of trees, so we can have more of a farm, but we're gonna actually have maybe a mini town in the future. So this is already 101 trees. So we just need to, let me go ahead and save this. And we're gonna look. So we can't walk through this, so let's fix that. Meshes, well, not meshes. Mesh is another name for model, just so you guys know. We need to, I think, not play justice. We need to set the collision on these, because these we can't walk through them. It's wheat. In real life, you can just walk through it, no big problem. So we need to go into our foliage, and we need to go to our wheat actor here. What we need to do, so we need to go into the mesh, and go down here to collision presets and change it to no collision. Maybe overlap all, just in case. Well, but if we have a harvester, we need the harvester to be able to detect the blades, and so we can get rid of the wheat. So now when we walk into it, we can actually walk right through it. Another thing we need to do, I'm pressing my space bar. Don't know if you can hear that or not, but we can't jump and we can't sprint. So let's fix that right now. So we're gonna go to our settings right here, project settings. You want to go to our input, and we want to go to action mappings. I've already set up a couple things of this, but for sprint and sprint and jump, I think I've already set up the keybinds for this. So what you would do, just so you guys know, if you're new to Unreal, you want to actually follow along. You hit the you hit the little plus right here, and then you can name your mapping, which is like one of the keys or one of the what button you press to make something do whatever. So let's say like I don't know, like hit or something. I don't know. We can type anything. You can go to VR controls, to Xboxes, to PS4s and all that. Anything like that. And then you would, let's do like P or something. Do P, let's say, and then what you would do is you would go into a blueprint, which is a type of like coding area. You go into a blueprint class, then you'd open it up, and you'd like right click, and then you would like you'd do this and you type in your action, so it'd be hit. You look at the action events, you click it. We need to make this a little better, so we need to add jumping. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. So I've already set up all the key bindings, and what I've done from now on, guys, if you guys know that I've published games on HIO, go check them out, link in the description. But anyway, I've made a system so when I start a new game or when I try and implement something, it'll be a lot quicker to add it. I've added my own little interaction system so I can just import it every time I make a game or make a little project or something like that. Let me set up projects a lot quicker. So anyway, we want to go to jump, right? So we want our character to jump, so action events. And then on the press, we want to type in jump. Stop jumping. Boop. Alright, so now, compile and save the most important buttons in Unreal. Play. Now I'm pressing space, and we can jump. And even if I hold the button, it won't continuously jump, which is very good. Now I'd like to kind of add a sprint. So we need to go, let's go back into our player character. Type in sprint. As if you're using a character, you want to grab your character movement component, and you want to go here. When you do set max walk speed, and you want to have one for pressed and one for released. So just right click and duplicate that, drag it down here, connect the execution node to the release, and put the target to the character movement. So the default for movement speed is 600. Well, that's what I put on here, unless that's, I don't know. Anyway, so if we want to sprint, we might want to go maybe 1,000 or 800. So we're gonna go 1,000, and then when we go back down to our default, which is 600. So let's test this out. So now we can jump and hold shift, and we can sprint. So this is not sprinting, this is sprinting. I feel like that is a good movement speed. Anyway, I kind of want to add some roads and all that, but we'll do that in a later episode. I'm just gonna go ahead in my landscape and paint some dirt. So we need to make the character able to plant fields by themselves. They'll be able to like make their own fields. I'm just gonna move this back a little bit onto the grass, and then we'll add a lot more, and just a random tree. This tree is gonna be the tree that we never delete from the scene. This is gonna be the first tree. I just place this down one individually, not with the foliage. Anyway, is there anything we can do in this episode? I feel like I've done everything as of right now, but we're gonna be able to plant seeds, stuff like that. It's gonna be kind of, it's gonna be very advanced, kinda. Anyway, we'll see how this turns out. So next episode, we'll focus more on coding, all this stuff. Maybe actually, wait. We can actually sculpt. If you guys can see this, I can turn up this, and we can kind of make mountains. So if I actually put this to max, we can make like a well, this is the funnest part of the video. We can do that. So yeah, we can actually add some little areas. So what I want to try and do is make a little kind of like, not mountain, but like maybe like a little like some hills here and there, kind of make a thing surrounding it. Then we'll have like a little area that we can come out maybe right here. Let me just lasso all these. We just hit the delete key in our keyboard. And what I can do is I can just go into my, not my paint, landscape, go to paint, and I can just take my dirt, just drag it out. So we have like a little road to get onto, let's say like the town road or something. Maybe get on like a little path. We come out of here, and then maybe right here somewheres be like a little road to go out into like a town or something. But yeah, we're gonna add like a little farmhouse maybe over here. But yeah, think it's about time to wrap up this episode of developing a game. The first ever episode, first of many hopefully. But hope you guys did enjoy this. Maybe add a little bit of that. So we have like a little area that we can get out. Maybe add like a little pickup truck or something. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. Leave a like and also subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye. In another developing episode.